February 11th. That's next Sunday, not this one. In Honolulu. Waikiki. And then February 20th in Lansing, Michigan. 21st in Milwaukee. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.
All right, Decoherent Machado Mikado. Let's call the whole thing off. Just in. Thank you for that one. Happy New Year, bitches. I know you're like, oh, don't call me a bitch. Why not?
Why?
It's 2026.
Stop swearing.
All right, here we go.
God.
I know, you get so upset when I swear.
the exception being the life of the mother. Maduro has been critical of Israel, calling it genocide in Gaza, and he's against Zionism. Maduro's opposition, Maria Machado, is a strong supporter of Israel and wants to restore strong relations with Israel. She is more left-leaning on abortion and LGBTQ issues, just like Israel. Very LGBTQ. Most Americans I talk to are not buying that this is really about drugs and sanctioned oil tankers. And it's not about social issues. I just added that to highlight some differences in the two leaders. People voted in 2024 against foreign intervention. People voted in 2024 against foreign intervention and foreign regime change, as we have seen far too many times how that's turned out. It's not good. Not good. And people are so sick of it. Everybody's sick. So sick. It's the most not good thing. Everybody's sick. People are throwing up all over the place. Everybody agrees on this. What Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't understand is that America is a junkie with a ghost gun robbing everyone else just to get another taste. Hey man, give me your wallet. I'm down a quart. My dipstick is dry. If you know what I'm saying. So, Chicago Ray. I like Chicago Ray. I don't often disagree with Chicago Ray, but this might be one of the times. He says, here are some other facts about Venezuela, Marge. They're trafficking narcotics and fentanyl into this country, and Americans are dying in huge numbers because of it. Leave America's security to those in charge. Well, first of all, we know fentanyl's not coming through Venezuela, it's coming through Mexico. So, and Marjorie Taylor Greene says Maduro has been critical of Israel, unlike his opposition. So this is the story they tell me. Oh, we're fighting drugs. We're not fighting drugs. The CIA has been caught time and time again facilitating tons of narcotics coming from Venezuela. So narcotics that come from Venezuela are cocaine. Fentanyl is coming from China, Mexico. And then they're floating this new idea that somehow Venezuela is in control of our voting machines in the United States, and that's why Joe Biden won in 2020. Well, if that's the case, that's the same thing they used to say about Russia. Well, if Russia could rig the election for Trump in 2016, how come they couldn't rig the election for Trump in 2020? If Venezuela rigged the election for Biden in 2020, how come they couldn't rig it for Kamala Harris in 2024? So do you see the problem? No, so Chicago Ray, they're just making up any excuse that people can glom onto to be behind another BS regime change. That's what this is. Okay, just so you know. J.D. Vance, remember when he said killing cartel members who poison our fellow citizens is the highest and best use of our military? Killing the citizens of another nation who are civilians without any due process, that's called a war crime. I don't give a S what you call it, says J.D. Vance. Wow. J.D. Vance sounding very IDF these days. While the mainstream says IDGAF, if you know what that means. I don't give a F. That's what that means. Okay. Rand Paul says, JD, I don't give a crap. Vance says killing people he accuses of a crime is the highest and best use of our military. Did he ever read To Kill a Mockingbird? Did he ever wonder what might happen if the accused were immediately executed without trial?
Cuba, Venezuela, and Nicaragua with Russia relationships. But why this region matters, with all of its rich resources and rare earth elements. You've got the lithium triangle, which...
What? How come J.D. Vance and Trump and Hegseth never mentioned this? They never mentioned all the resources they have. The general knows. She knows what the game is. It's all the natural resources. The first one she lists is lithium.
Is needed for technology today. 60% of the world's lithium is in the lithium triangle. Argentina, Bolivia, Chile. You just have the largest oil reserves, light sweet crude, discovered off of Guyana over a year ago.
Venezuela has more oil than Saudi Arabia.
We have Venezuela's resources as well, with oil, copper, gold. We have the Amazon, lungs of the world. We have 31% of the world's fresh water in this region too. I mean, it's just off the charts. We have a lot to do. This region matters. It has a lot to do with national security, and we need to step up our game.
We need to step up our game. And so if you really want to know, who was importing the drugs from Venezuela, could it be our CIA? Could it be our CIA? Could it be?
Drug cocaine, pure cocaine, hundreds of millions smuggled into the United States. Sound familiar? Not the way this drug cocaine got here. According to the former head of the Drug Enforcement Administration, Mike Wallace, this drug shipment got courtesy of Ecos, drug trafficking by the CIA in partnership with the Venezuelan National Guard. While members of the CIA involved in drug trafficking circulated for years, no one in the U.S. government has ever reported publicly charged the CIA with this kind of wrongdoing. There's some kind of accusation of anyone in the government, right? Not being owned and owned.
We understand what you're saying. China cocaine smuggled into the United States of America by the Venezuelan National Guard, only in cooperation with the CIA. That's exactly what it is.
So, Chicago Ray, I love you. I'm just trying to give you another point of view on this. Don't fall for the propaganda. And who's their number one opposition? Really? It's the civilian population of America, probably. Recent reports state that 60% of lithium is being prescribed to Manhattan residents, keeping them from collectively jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge right now. I like how they say light, sweet, crude. They even describe it like it's a fine wine. Pairs well with military obliterating farmers. That's what I say. Kind of weird how many innocent nations need to be taken over by our nation for our nation to feel secure, isn't it? All I can say is you better not be another nation wherever it is that you are. You better be America by the time we get there. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene letting you know, and so is Rand Paul. So that's just a little something you need to know about. Now you know why Marjorie Taylor Greene's on the way. You can't tell the truth about that stuff and still be in the Trump good graces. You can't, or be in the GOP apparently. Okay, nicely done, Marjorie Taylor Greene. If you like to hear my jokes about this, come see me January 11th in Waikiki, February 20th in Lansing, Michigan, February 21st in Milwaukee,